How to create a new gauge in PractiCAD. The best way to get a gauge inside PractiCAD is to simply import them directly from your PractiCAM. However, you can also create gauges here. To create a new gauge, we're going to go into the library icon on the PractiCAD ribbon. We're going to open up our library window by maximizing it. We're going to come over to the left and we're going to scroll down our browser until we get to Allowances. We're going to hit the little plus key and we're going to go down till we get to the choice for gauge. We're going to click on gauge, and PractiCAD is now going to show us a list of available gauges inside our software. Over here we also get the opportunity to import gauges from PractiCAM. If you'd like to create a new gauge, just simply go over to create a new item and click on this icon once. When we do that, PractiCAD is going to create a new gauge and ask us to name it. We're going to name it in this tutorial PCAD gauge and hit enter. Now there are three properties for gauge. First, the name, as we have here, and then there's two under the parameters section, gauge and thickness. Inside PractiCAM, you can see we are underneath My Libraries, Materials, and we happen to be inside Metals. And all the way on the right-hand side under Metal Gauges, you can see the parameters for gauge and thickness. These are the parameters that would transfer from PractiCAM into PractiCAD. You also have the name. Notice that you can always name something different than what the gauge value is, and you can do the same thing in PractiCAD. In terms of thickness, PractiCAD is capable of calculating and generating weight reports. Therefore, thickness, if you want it to take part inside generating a weight report, it's good to make sure you have the proper thickness for each gauge material. Coming back to PractiCAD, all we've done is simply chosen a gauge that we like by simply selecting with the up and down arrows we have here, and then we choose the thickness. Once we've chosen our parameters, we hit the save key, and now we've successfully added a new gauge to our list of possible choices.